So what's up, everybody? I am Wendell Watts, and this is
India Sylvester,
and we are K.I Tv Podcast. And today, guys, we are coming to you live from Crosby Hall, and we are just so excited to talk to y'all today.
Tell me more.
Like I said, guys, we are so excited to talk to y'all today. And today we're going to discuss
Racial insensitivity in the fashion industry.
Yes, the fashion industry. I don't know if you all know, but Gucci, its latest release, was it what was it? Was it
Blackface?
Yeah, blackface. It's a new sweater, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
And if you haven't seen it, just go to Google and you can type in Gucci's new sweater. But basically, it's a sweater
that emulates blackface, and it's not very attractive because they did do that, and they had recent scandals in the past towards plus size people, and it's just not a good look.
I don't think it's a good look either. Like, what do you feel about that? Like, why do you think they would make something like that?
Honestly, I think it has to do with like how the fashion industry
is.
And so like it's a bunch of old people.
Yeah.
And so a lot of older people are racially insensitive.
Yeah.
So when it comes to stuff like that, they just don't really look at their demographic and look at like what's coming and progressing throughout time.
Yeah, and I understand. I know it's fashion and they want to stay current and do new things and, create different outfits and wardrobes because, in today's society, outfits and wardrobe is just crazy. It's really crazy. But I just feel like that wasn't the way to go. I mean, it's a sweater that's covering, it's like the half of the face.
Yeah.
And guys, like I said, if you see it, just go to Google, type in Gucci. This is the latest thing that is hit the internet. It's on social media, it's on Twitter, it's on Facebook. People are really upset with Gucci. And when is enough enough?
It started off with H&M. H&M originally had like two scandals. They had it targeting black people, and it had like it targeting Middle Eastern people.
Yeah.
So with the green jumpsuit and like trying to emulate like one of their army members, it's kind of bad. It
really is in a sense because like you have to be, let me see, how do I say this without offending anyone? You have to be mindful of what you do in today's society because people are really sensitive.
Oh, for sure.
They are really sensitive, and especially with those celebrities, they still support these brands. And what do you feel about that? Like, if they're being racially insensitive, why do they still support them?
Because they're getting paid off.
You think so?
I really think so. Like, think about it. All this money coming through, because people are not going to automatically stop buying Gucci.
Uh-huh.
Christmas money was spent on Gucci. So all that money has to go somewhere. And
I think that's why Gucci feels that they can do that.
Yeah. A lot of places feel like they can do that. So, like, a lot of big brands are obviously making lots of money because people are not going to stop right away, especially like white people. But they don't stop right away, and it creates like this huge money flow inwards. And since controversy makes them more popular, people will check out other products and be like, this is cute, this is fun.
I know, but even though it's just like, why do that? Like, I get upset thinking about it because this is something that ages centuries back, and it's literally a sweater that's gonna cover half of the face with, did it have pink lips? Was it pink or red lips?
It was red.
Red lips. And they really just released it like it was nothing wrong. And then they take it down and say, they didn't know, but you did know.
Do you think marketing has like no morals? Because the marketing team had to be in on this. Like, yes, let's release this.
Yeah, I definitely don't think they have any morals. They just want to make, like you said, it's all about the money.
It really is.
It's all about the money. And Gucci isn't the only company, like you stated. It was H&M. And, I was doing some research a couple years back, Dunkin' Donuts. They had a donut, and they released this ad. It was basically a Caucasian girl, and they kind of painted her face like black because of the donut the donut was like a charcoal. She was kind of like a charcoal color. Why would you do that to promote a donut?
I have no like words for that.
Like,
But it's like makeup industries too. Makeup's notorious for like all that injustice.
it's just, it's really, I feel it's very racist. And I don't know if they don't think it's racist, but a lot of people feel it's racist. I mean, that's just stuff you don't do. You know?
Yeah, and I feel like as we progress through more society,
Mm-hmm.
or like society as a whole, like I feel like technology companies are better at like noticing insensitivity towards certain races, and I see a lot like Super Bowl, like who was it that portrayed the first female like football player?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of like automotive companies are actually dialing it back and saying, "Hey."
So you think some companies are listening to what the people are saying and how they shouldn't do that, they shouldn't do this, and then other companies are just like,
Are all together
it's-
like
it is what it is, and
Yeah.
we're gonna put it out anyway.
Yeah, they are very much doing that. And so it creates like this weird environment where people feel like they have to hide.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of people are like not seeing themselves
Exactly.
represented in companies, and so it makes them feel improper.
Exactly. Another thing that I saw on the internet was about the petty. I think that social media, social media goes a long way, and social media is very petty. And I guess in today's society, we say kind of shady, about different things like this. It's a boutique company, and it's called Only the Brave. And if you can Google it, Google pale face turtleneck. And so basically what they have done is created a turtleneck that's white because Gucci created one that was black. What do you feel about that?
Petty.
It's
That
petty.
is petty.
And joining us is our co-guest.
Taylor, hey, how's everyone doing?
Yes, you think it's petty. Why do you feel it's petty?
I just think it's a little petty because you don't fight fire with fire. You know what I mean? It's just going to make bigger flames. I feel like we all need to come together and just, draw some lines, draw some boundaries of what fashion really is, because, sometimes I'm not going to say I'm going to say designers don't know when to draw the line. Like, we know what fashion is, but at the same time, what is just out of line, out of pocket. And I feel like we come here all the time to this moment. Prada had this incident. We also had this incident with H&M. Like, this is nothing new. Like, we've been doing this. We've been having these issues, and it's been presented to us. So at this point, it's just like, when are we going to see change? When are we going to see more people of color representing these brands?
Exactly.
So that they know, what I mean, what is acceptable and what isn't.
But see, this is the thing that me and India was discussing. We want change, but people we look up to, our singers, our actors, they still support these types of companies. So
right,
when
and
will
that is
we
true
get that
too.
change?
And that is true too. And I also feel like we should touch on a subject about how these artists do promote these brands, and there's a whole bunch of other brands out there of upcoming designers, African American designers who we could also promote.
Exactly.
We could also put on the map, because just like T.I said, we put these people on the map. We put Gucci on the map. We put Prada on the map. You know what I'm saying? As African American culture, you don't see nobody really flashing it like we do, African Americans.
Exactly.
So I feel like at the end of the day, there's also other brands out there that we can be using and utilize instead of just, the name brands, until they come to the realization that they need to respect us and stuff like that.
I just think we gotta, no is no, I mean, we just gotta do things differently.
The way I see it is like how modeling goes. Like, nobody wants to go in there and
Exactly.
say I represent this company, or I'm this model. So it feels like
Right.
these models have to like hide and say I don't do this, and I have all.
Right, because I
Yeah.
feel like the models know what needs to be done.
Yes, I definitely feel that we just got to take a stand, guys. And
Yes.
we can't just say it this time. We have to actually take a stand. We have to, I hate to say boycott, but at some point we have to say no.
Right. And also, don't be afraid to take other brands into consideration. Maybe they might not be Gucci, maybe they might not be Prada, but there's other artists out there and designers that have just as better clothing as these other top brand designers do.
Better quality as well.
And quality, yes.
Yes. Well, y'all, it was so good chatting with y'all today. Like I said, I am your boy, Wendell Watts.
I'm Taylor Smith.
India Sylvester.
And we thank you for tuning in. See you next week at the same time, same place. We will be here. Stay tuned.